Look for the challenge of playing the Bills. Good football team, as we know. Sean does a great job, as does coaches, and they've got good players. So we've got to have a good week of preparation there. With that, time's yours.
Andy, in the previous game against Houston, DeAndre Hopkins, Juju Smith-Schuster, Hollywood combined for no catches. Is that just something along the game, how you're going to try to get more ball in this game against Buffalo?
Yeah, that's the way it worked out. I mean, we want to use all of them, so they're all good players. There was just one ball, so it happened to go the other direction, but it's not for any reason that it didn't come their way. But they're all part of it. Yeah.
Andy, what's the challenge been like this year with all the injuries and different people coming in and out? Each week, try to get that plan that works. Has this been different than any other years in the past in that regard?
The last few weeks have been great. Just everybody's been up and ready to go, so hasn't been a problem that way. You know, they're all getting in and having a chance to play. It's just, as far as the pass game goes, it just depends on where the ball's headed. You know, but we have full trust in all of them. They're all really good players. So.
Andy, you talked the other day about doing better defensively on third down against the Bills than you did last time around. What are the challenges of doing that successfully against this particular opponent and this particular opposing quarterback?
Yeah, they do a good job offensively on third down, likewise on defense. But their third down offense is, first of all, their offense is very good, just in general. So it's not just third downs, but it's a big challenge. You got the flexibility of the quarterback being able to throw and run. You've got good receivers. You know, they're a powerful, strong offense.
Xavier Worthy. The Bills have forced 36 takeaways this year. How well do they marry their coverage with their pressure to produce?
Yeah, they do a great job with that. You know, they're one of the top teams in the league at that year after year. Sean does a nice job with that. You know, I mean, he's got a great background with all that stuff, so he does a heck of a job. As Bobby, you know, does.
Xavier brought that ball in down the left sideline. I know that had been a thing for him earlier in the year. Generally speaking, just how have you seen him elevate to almost like a second-year player as this
he's gotten better every week. You know, he's more familiar. Pat's more familiar with him. He's more familiar with the offense and what Pat expects from him. You know, Connor's done a nice job of spending time with him to make sure he's got all the different looks. So it's the main thing is he's wired the way where he wants to be good, and that's a big part of it. He wants to know. And let his ego get in the way or any of that. He's got good teachers in there. I mean, you're in a room with 8 and 9 and 84. I mean, those guys have all played a lot of football, and they're willing to share. And so it's you know, that's a heck of a room to be in.
Coach, everything gets bigger the week of the conference title games. I'm just curious, what's the biggest advantage of having so many of your guys who have played on this stage?
Yeah, listen, it normally doesn't hurt, for sure. I don't know how you weigh out the advantage of it. I feel like we play these guys all the time, so they know us, we know them. But I'm glad, to answer your question, I'm glad we have all those guys, and you'll need all of them. So.
Andy, you face guys you've worked with many times and even Sean many times. Does it even register with you at this point going into a game about that past?
No, other than you kind of look at the tape. So he's looking at our games and against them, and we're looking at our games against them. So you see all of that. You kind of get an idea that we've played each other quite a little bit. And yeah.
And do you feel like, is there any game within the game, cat and mouse, not that anybody would state what advantage there would be either way, but I mean, does Sean knowing you a certain way and you knowing Sean a certain way?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, that just, yeah. I mean, you're going to always give each other a different look. I don't want to slight Bobby either. He does a heck of a job with it too. So that as Matt does and Spag. So the coordinators are the ones putting things together and making it go, and then Sean and I get to stand and watch there. So.
Coach, today's the final day of the practice window for Mecole. Is any decision on whether he's going to be able to go this year?
Yeah, we'll probably put him back on IR there. Yeah.
Coach, can you talk about the benefit of having a running back like Kareem Hunt in this short yardage situation?
Yeah, listen, he's a good player. I don't want to just narrow him down to the short yardage part, but to answer your question, I think he does a heck of a job with it. He's got a knack for that. He's a big kid and strong. So, I mean, I appreciate his willingness to get in there and go on that stuff. And they're normally real small cracks that he's working through. So sometimes you see him go through sideways, and that, well, that's not a lot of guys can do that with power like he does.